Finding a really great meatloaf recipe is hard. There are so many choices, but I've got you covered. Hi, I'm Deb. This is my daughter Amy, and this is my kitchen. Today I'm helping Amy make one of my favorite meals and one she's never made before. A mouth-watering bacon-wrapped meatloaf that's delicious and easy to make. Are you ready?
Because the kitchen is now open.
Come on in. Let's cook up something good. For our easy bacon-wrapped meatloaf, the ingredients we'll be using are 3 pounds of ground beef, and we're using 90%, 2 cups or 4 ounces of shredded sharp cheddar cheese, 2 eggs, a half a cup of dry breadcrumbs, a half a cup of chopped white onion, a half a cup of lemon juice, a half a cup of chopped green pepper, 1 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of instant beef base or 2 bouillon cubes, 2 teaspoons of salt, non-stick cooking spray, and enough uncooked, thin-sliced bacon to cover the loaf. We used 6 slices. First, we need to heat up our oven, and while that's happening, Amy's going to get all of her ingredients ready and mix up her loaf. Keep in mind, Amy has never made any kind of meatloaf before. Amy heats up 1 cup of water in the microwave for 1 minute, then adds a teaspoon of beef base and allows it to soak and dissolve. Next, she hand shreds 2 cups or 4 ounces of sharp cheddar and dices her onion and green pepper small. Next, into a large bowl, and in no particular order, she adds her beef, cheese, eggs, breadcrumbs, onions, lemon juice, green pepper, bouillon, and salt. Everything except the bacon. The ingredients need to be thoroughly and evenly mixed, so she uses the best tools she's got, her hands, to make sure that everything is fully combined. Now it's time to form our freestanding meatloaf. We're using a 9 by 5 by 3 loaf pan to form the shape of the loaf, which will be easier and frankly look much better than if we tried to shape this thing free-handed. First, Amy sprays the loaf pan with nonstick cooking spray and then gently presses the meat mixture into the pan, paying special attention to the corners to avoid air pockets. It's okay that the pan is so full. This is just for molding, not for cooking. Then she turns out the loaf onto the broiler pan. If you don't have a broiler pan, you can use a baking sheet with a metal cooling rack covered with foil, poked with holes to allow the fat to drain. Next, she'll add her bacon. We want this to look really good, so we'll weave the bacon together, which looks great, and it's not even hard. She lays the bacon across the width of the meatloaf, edge to edge. Then she folds back every other strip and lays one lengthwise across the top edge of the loaf. Next, she folds the 2 cross strips back into place and repeats the process with remaining cross strips, adding another lengthwise piece on top and folding the cross strips back. For big-time bacon lovers, you can continue this process down the sides of the loaf too. Once her bacon's woven, she adds a couple toothpicks to the end of the strips to hold them in place. Now, this loaf is off to the oven. It'll bake at 350 degrees and we'll check it at 1 hour and 15 minutes. At 1 hour and 25, this loaf is already more than done, so Amy sets the oven on broil for 3 minutes to crisp the bacon. This meatloaf took 1.5 hours to bake with the last 3 minutes under the broiler to crisp up the bacon. Add some fresh vegetables and a potato side dish like my cheesy potato casserole, and you've got comfort food that is guaranteed to bring your family running to the dinner table where families are built. Because if you feed them, they will come. Let's give this a try, huh?
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, Amy, you did it.
I did it.
So good. Awesome.
All Fiddle Fans.